Good morning, scholars. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Students, in the last session, we have discussed about what is computer network and what are the different network topologies which we use. In today's class, you are going to learn about different types of computer networks. There are many types of computer network. Local area network, which we call in short LAN, metropolitan area network, in short we can call it MAN, wide area network, it is also known as WAN. Each one of these we will discuss one by one. First of all, we will discuss about local area network. A local area network is the simplest form of a computer network. A LAN consists of a number of computers located in a small geographical area, such as home, school, computer lab, office building, or closely positioned group of buildings. The computers are usually within 100 to 300 meters away from each other. If you have a home network with two or more computers, or if you are at your school where more than 20 computers are connected to each other, then you are on a LAN. Each computer or device on the network is a node. The nodes are connected to a LAN via cables. LAN can either work with cables or hubs or wirelessly. A wireless local area network is also known as WLAN. This is all about local area network. Now I am going to explain you about metropolitan area network. Now see what is MAN. MAN, its full form is Metropolitan Area Network. MAN is a network that connects the local area networks in a metropolitan area such as a city or a town. A MAN typically includes one or more LANs but covers a smaller geographical area than a WAN. Telephone companies, cable television operators, and other organizations using MAN network. Now we are going to discuss about wide area network. Wide area network often consists of multiple LANs separated by large physical distances. In the wide area network, span over a large geographical area, such as an entire city, region, or even an entire country or all over the world. Two or more LANs that are relatively far apart are typically used to connect by WAN, so that users and computers in one location can communicate with the users and computers in other locations. The internet is the world's largest WAN. Now we will talk about internet. See what is internet. The internet is a worldwide network of computers that connects millions of devices. It consists of a number of smaller networks and websites containing different types of information. It is used for different purposes, such as sending and receiving emails, file transfer, and online chatting. Private commercial organizations often act as internet service providers. In short, we can call it ISP. See, internet service providers are those companies, those who provide internet service to the user. Once connected to the internet, you can exchange information with others online computers. Now we are going to discuss about what is World Wide Web. World Wide Web, in short, we can call it WWW. It is a collection of websites available on the internet. It is an information sharing platform that allows you to share information in the form of text, documents, images, audio, video, etc. An application called web browser is used to view a website. Examples of web browsers include Google Chrome, Microsoft Explorer, and Netscape Navigator. So these are some names of web browsers which we can use for viewing the different kind of websites. Now I am going to tell you about some network devices. These devices are used for transferring data over a network, and these network devices, they will come in the category of network hardware. If you want to have networking, then this network hardware is required. Network hardware consists of physical devices used on a network. All networks need network hardware to function. First of all, I am telling you about some connectors. Before I tell you different types of connectors, I want to tell you what is connector. A connector is a device that joins two networks together, and the most common connectors they are, first of all, we will discuss about hub. Hub is a connector. A hub offers a central location where all the cables on a network meet. It allows you to connect multiple computers to a single network. It also provides the connection for all the computers on a network so that they can exchange data. Many types of network structures are now using hubs as the primary method of connecting computers. Now I am going to tell you about switch. Switch is a device that provides a central point for the cables, as you can see in this picture. It provides a central point for cables in a network. A switch receives data from many directions and then forwards it to one or more destinations. A switch is considered more advanced than a hub because switch will send the data to a device that needs or requests for it. Switches can be used in place of hubs. Another network hardware which is used, next one is bridge. A bridge is a networking device. It is used to build communication among different computer networks. A bridge can filter or forward data signals to other nodes using the same protocol. About protocol, we have already studied in our last session. A bridge is used to connect a computer network to other networks, and hence it is useful in building a network infrastructure. Another kind of connector, its name is router. A router is a device that connects multiple computers together and transmits data to its correct destination on a network through a process known as routing. A router acts as a junction between two or more networks like LAN and WAN to transfer data packets among them. For example, it is used to connect your home network, that is LAN, with the internet, which is an example of WAN. So another type of network hardware which I am going to tell you, it is known as internal network card. It is also known as network interface card, NIC. As you can see in this picture, an expansion card or this network interface card is used to provide network access to a computer or the other device, such as a printer. Network interface cards mediate between the computer and the physical medias such as cables over which data travels. We can connect an internal network card separately to our personal computer. The internal network card is pre-installed in many laptops and other handheld devices available today. So that's all for today, students. Hope you must have learned all about the network hardware plus different types of networking. Hope you have learned all the topics clearly. Thank you so much.